not sure if I'm gonna upload this video today, Friday night. It's already getting kind of late. Maybe I'll try to get it up by 8 p.m. Pacific time. Otherwise, it will be out Saturday or Sunday. But we need to talk about, and this is part 1 of 2. We're specifically talking about the Ryan Garcia, Rollie Romero, Fatal Fury fight card. It just finished up today. I just finished watching all 3 fights. I didn't watch the first fight, and I got a lot to say about it, bruh. If I could wrap the whole card up in one word, summarize it in one word, I would say underwhelming. Yeah, underwhelming. So let's start off with the Teofimo, and let's start off with the event as a whole. So very, very cool. They're in the middle of Times Square. So obviously never been done before. So super, super exciting. Looked like the atmosphere was cool. Pretty cool. They didn't do traditional ring walks. They all drove up in a car. I didn't watch every single approach to the ring or ring walk, whatever you want to call it. I did see the Ryan Garcia one. He pulled up in a Batmobile or whatever. And bro, whatever that dude is who was commenting, bro, I don't know, was it just me? I was getting annoyed, especially during the Devin Haney fight. Like, I'm not a huge Devin Haney fan. I don't, especially after everything. He's put on some good performances, and in the past I used to respect him, specifically before the Lomachenko fight. I was like, man, this dude's doing good things. He's young, he's becoming undisputed. He's, it seems like he wants to get it. He's out to get it. And it seems like, okay, he's trying to test himself and take good fights. But, bruh, that dude was hating on him the whole time. And like I said, I'm fine with some Devin Haney hate. But, that dude, like, okay, talk about something else. Like, you're commentating on boxing. Talk about, I don't know, his defensive skills, his offensive skills, his footwork. I mean, he was talking about it, but I don't know, there was something about it. Anyways, let's move forward. Let's talk about the actual fights, because I think I got everything else out of the way. Other than that, okay. Teofimo Lopez versus Arnold Barbosa. As I predicted, Teofimo, he got in his rhythm. He really did, and he put on a very, very, very good performance. But it's sad to say, man, Arnold Barbosa did not give much. So obviously, incredible performance from Teofimo Lopez. You can't take anything away from that win because he did what he had to do. But Arnold Barbosa didn't give him much fight back, which I wanted to see. Teofimo get challenged a little bit. He did get caught with the punch, but he didn't seem rocked or anything. I think it definitely caught his attention, but yeah, Arnold Barbosa, I guess it's just the style of fighter he is. He needs to plant his feet to throw his volume punches, and Teofimo likes to move, he likes to dance, he's very fluid, and he was just doing his thing. He got in his rhythm, did some showboating. It seemed like he had a game plan from the beginning, and he stuck to it, and it seemed like Arnold Barbosa honestly stuck to his game plan as well. He just, the type of game plan and type of style fighter he is, there's not much you can do against Teofimo if he becomes that swift boxer. So, very, very, it was an entertaining fight. I guess the most entertaining fight of the night, even though still, like, underwhelming, because the card was so, especially in that fight, the lead up was good for those two fighters. It's in Times Square, huge card, huge names, and then I just wanted to see more from that one, but definitely still a good fight. best out of the three for sure. But regardless, yeah, it was kind of starting off a little slow. And after that fight finished, I'm like, okay, that's okay. We still have Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez, and obviously Ryan versus Rollie. But yeah, the Teofimo definitely looked the best out of all of the fighters that night, excluding Rollie. We're gonna get to Rollie. I mean, I think he still definitely looked the best, but like, you know, we gotta talk about Rollie's performance. Second fight of the night was, or I guess the third fight of the night, but second, you know, on the main card or whatever, main card. Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez. This is the fight where that dude just kept talking about Haney the whole time. Not hating, he wasn't hating on Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez was just literally just like following Devin Haney around. And because Devin Haney was kind of fighting on the back foot a little bit, just countering Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez looked slow. Devin Haney definitely looked a little faster. He started to pick it up, but in the beginning rounds, bruh, Devin, maybe it's just because I had that bias in my mind or whatever, but he looked scared. Like, he looked anxious and scared. He's like moving a lot, and obviously he was moving a lot, but not even just that type of movement where you're like, okay, let me figure this out, let me get, you know, throw some jabs while I'm moving, kind of catch my range and maybe set some feints. He was just moving, and I was like, dang, I think Devin Haney's going through a mental thing where mentally he is still shocked from that beatdown that he got from Ryan Garcia a little over a year ago. That's what it looked like, in my opinion. As the fight progressed and he saw that Jose Ramirez wasn't really giving him much fight, Devin began to pick up the pace. I want to say still not a high volume match, which was really underwhelming, but also he just gained a little bit of confidence, so definitely needed if they're going to run that Ryan Garcia rematch back. We'll have to see after Ryan's loss. I think they'll still do it. Maybe there might be a fight first, though. I don't know. I still want to see that fight, though. I think people will pass or, like, you know, forget about this Ryan loss. Not to say anything, but yeah, he didn't get, like, destroyed. He just simply got outboxed in a low volume match against Rolley. Anyways, yeah, Jose Ramirez. Man, Jose needed to prove something that night, especially coming off of a similar performance against Arnold Barbosa, where, you know, he didn't look like himself. And in this fight, it wasn't even just that he didn't look like himself, he just didn't look like he really wanted anything to do with, or maybe, I don't know, they both were fighting scared. Devin definitely was landing some good shots on Jose Ramirez, countering him pretty clean and pretty well. He looked like he maybe not, hurt Jose Ramirez, but some of those shots definitely look like, okay, if you can continue to just for that whole round, just catch those clean shots, maybe you could have wobbled him a little bit, or, you know, found that nice chin, and boom, maybe flash dropped him, you know, a little flash knockout. But he definitely got hit with some good combinations. Devin threw some good body shots in there. You know, it ended up being a decent fight, but still, I was like, man, not a lot of volume, a lot of moving around. Jose is not bringing it to Devin either. Like, okay, Devin obviously, I don't remember. I have to watch the fight back, I guess, even though I'm not going to, because there's no point. But if I watch the fight back, I don't remember if Jose even won one round. If he did, it was probably still a very close round, but Devin Haney beat him pretty easily as far as scorecards go. But yeah, I think he kind of needed that slow settling in for that Ryan fight. But I think Devin probably realized, okay, maybe I'm not, maybe I got to work on gain a little more confidence for that Ryan fight. And then, yeah, but it was just a boring fight, honestly. Underwhelming. Okay, next is the Ryan Garcia versus Rollie fight. After 2 fights where, okay, Teofimo performed well, but Arnold Barbosa didn't do anything. Teofimo was showboating, and then Devin Haney, low volume match. Although Devin was throwing some good combinations at a certain point in the match, but once again, Jose wasn't giving anything back. I was thinking, okay, well, at least we got this Ryan Garcia and Rollie Romero fight. This one, okay, we're gonna see Rollie get rough and aggressive. We're gonna see Ryan land some clean left hooks, possibly some straight rights. And I was like, alright, at least we got this fight. We're gonna see knockdowns. We're gonna see a knockout. Like, there's no way this fight's going 12 rounds. Fight starts off. Ryan looked like he wanted to land that left. He was, a bit of a slow start still, but you could tell, okay, Ryan, he looked fine. Figuring Rollie out, okay, cool. It didn't seem like a lack of confidence or anything. It just seemed like simply Ryan trying to figure out Rollie, and Rollie trying to figure out Ryan. And then I think it was the second round, Rollie threw 2 good left hooks. It didn't look like he really, really cracked Ryan. It just looked like Rollie's really strong, and he did catch Ryan like a bit on the chin, on the cheek, and he got him. He got him good twice on the way down. The reason I say that it just didn't look like a complete check is because you didn't see Ryan's chin just completely turn. He took it kind of on his neck and cheek area, if I can remember correctly, and then he was still in that moment aware enough for when that second hook came. He had his glove up, but that you could tell that punch, that hook, when it landed on his glove, man, Rollie must hit hard because you could tell, bro, Ryan was already gonna go down, but the second one just made sure of it. And if Ryan didn't block that hook, then if Ryan didn't block that hook, I think we would have seen a more hurt Ryan, and Rollie might have jumped on him a little bit more. But Ryan got up, okay, bit of a, kind of just still a little bit slow. Didn't seem like Ryan's legs were too hurt or anything. He still seemed like, okay, I got it, but you could tell his confidence switched a little bit. And it's sad because that confidence switched way too early in the fight. That Ryan wasn't giving Rollie anything, bruh. Like, okay, he was popping some jabs, but okay, if you can't land the left and you obviously aren't landing any rights, at least just keep throwing the jab. Like, that's what I would assume. Like, alright, just keep throwing the jab. He was landing some jabs. He was getting some jabs. But, you could tell Rollie is strong, bro. Like, he's pushing Ryan around. At one point, it looked like he was trying to, straight up roll him over his shoulder or something. You could tell Rollie was strong. He was alert. Ryan never caught him. He never did. Only thing were those jabs, but those jabs aren't going to put anybody down. Those are, flash jabs. They're not to hurt anybody. His jabs are to set up, that second punch in the combination. Problem was he wasn't throwing any second punches in the combination. He was just throwing the jab, and that was it. But I did see, maybe because the fight just ended, I do remember Rollie was landing some good body shots. Specifically, I believe, towards later in the rounds. So, very, very slow fight, but I still like. I was thinking, okay, at any moment they're gonna turn it up. Sad to say, they never did. I've watched a lot of fights like that where I'm like, okay, I know there's gonna be a knockout in this fight, or I know it's gonna be a slugfest. It sucks when you don't see a fight like that. Like, it's so underwhelming. Like, okay, it's different when you're like, okay, yeah, well, I know this fight's probably not gonna be much. Like when you watch a Shakur fight, like you know already, or even like a Devin fight. Like, okay, you know Devin's got some skill, he might put on a good boxing performance, but there's not gonna be nothing like that. But when you watch a Ryan fight, like you expect, okay, at least a little bit of aggression. There was no aggression shown from Ryan, no like. He said, I mean, they asked him if the year layoff could have had anything to do with it at the end of the fight, and I'm like, I guess regardless of the year layoff, but man, it was because Rollie landed that left hook, and it just shocked Ryan's confidence. Ryan's confidence going into the fight, I think, was good. He was like thinking, okay, got my game plan, boom, he got rocked. He's like, uh-oh. Yeah, this is not a good. I can't get too aggressive, otherwise if I do get caught, boom. But very underwhelming fights. I will have a part 2 video, and we're gonna speak about the Canelo fight, which is gonna be tomorrow. I'm gonna try to catch that one. And then I didn't even realize we also got Inoue, I believe, on Sunday. And Emiliano Vargas is on that card too. That dude is the best out of the brothers, and I think he could, he seems disciplined and he's pretty skilled, so hopefully we see him come up pretty good. But yeah, underwhelming card. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm disappointed, bruh, and I'm sure Turkey Al-Sheikh is disappointed. Because even the best fight on the card wasn't, it's almost like you don't even care to go watch those highlights. Nothing happened. There's no point. But yeah, God bless you guys. I'll catch you tomorrow with a sneaker unboxing video. Sorry this video is coming out so late. But God bless you. Peace.